You know, I come across a lot of things that I'm not really shocked by. A lot of these things don't really surprise me, but a lot of the times they really, really piss me off. And one of those things that I just can't seem to shake when it comes to anything like this is when people get sexually assaulted, especially when it's at a con where people should feel safe, and they should be a safe place. But apparently at Megaplex this year, that wasn't a safe place. And I know this stuff happens a lot at other cons. People coming up to you and groping you in fursuit is definitely a tale of the ages, but when you allow registered sex offenders, who people warned you about, by the way, then what does it say about you when you don't take any action to do something about it? Well, you get the absolute PR nightmare that was Megaplex trying to work around something to make it seem like, you know, the victims are, well, the ones to blame, essentially. So, in light of all this, they released this post on their Twitter page. Megaplex's goal is to run events that are a safe place for everyone who attends. We are saddened and sorry to hear that people felt harassed or worse during the weekend. This is unacceptable, and no person attending the convention should be made to feel this way. As of today, in response to concerns and feedback from our attendees, we are updating our code of conduct to make it clear that registered sex offenders are not welcome at Megaplex. We will also be reviewing our policies and procedures to see what more we can do to ensure the safety of our attendees and staff. To ensure everyone's safety, Megaplex relies on its attendees to report misconduct by logging an official complaint with the convention staff while in convention space, or contacting hotel security and or filing a police report when outside of convention space. After that, we can investigate and take the appropriate action. We are committed to improving the convention and making it enjoyable, safe for all. So yeah, seems more like more of a non-apology for what people had to go through. Oh yeah, we're sorry. People got sexually assaulted. Oh well. We'll try to do better next time. Yeah, okay. I can smell BS from a pretty long distance. I'm a wolf. I can smell pretty far. But then they decided to come out with Non-Apology 2.0. It's better, but we'll just have to take and see how that holds up. We apologize for the rushed response we've issued last night. It was insensitive, hurt the survivors, and it didn't address the concerns of our community. We downplayed the severity of the affected attendees' experiences instead of taking accountability. We want to also apologize for the way we failed to act on attendees' reports of harassment and warnings before the convention. We failed to live up to our promise to our attendees. You deserve better, and we will do better for each of you. Every attendee deserves to feel safe at our event, and after reviewing the feedback we received, we are immediately implementing the following changes. Registered sex offenders will not be permitted to attend the event. We will be working with members of our community to develop a plan of action on how to best protect our attendees. We are seeking a survivor advocate who will handle and address all reports of sexual harassment and assault with the kindness and dignity that survivors deserve. The board of Megaplex understands this is only the start, and there's much more we need to do to heal this break of trust between us and our community. We will be publishing a future information regarding attendee safety so our community can review and provide feedback during the process. In addition, we would like to thank the attendees who brought these matters to our attention for the honesty and their bravery. We are listening and appreciate our community holding us accountable. We let you down. We will do better for you. So yeah, at least they addressed some things this time. Hey, we're going to at least attempt to ban sexual predators. At least I hope. Why don't you add zoos in there too? That'd be pretty swell. And I definitely hope they take and keep up with this promise. Because yeah, they did let us down. I didn't go to Megaplex, but I know people who did. I know people who did get assaulted in this way. And I definitely don't want it to happen to anybody. And I definitely don't want it to happen to me. Not necessarily because I'd be in any danger, but because the other person will probably end up leaving the con with a boot up their ass. So we need to make sure that they actually keep up with this promise. Not just Megaplex, but this needs to happen for all cons. Yeah, even non-fur cons would be nice, but let's take and at least keep this furry related, shall we? And I don't want to be the wolf who's just screaming into the microphone on his soapbox, wanting this to be some sort of weird change that happens. I know I don't exactly have much of a following, as you can see. And I definitely know there are furs who will probably end up talking about this in much greater light than I could. And I definitely recommend that you go check them out, especially considering the fact that they probably will be talking about this. Lab Rat, Ragehound, Beta. I definitely hope you do bring light to it. Because this isn't some kind of change that we need for just Megaplex. This needs to be a change for every con. And if anyone's going to take and help facilitate change, well, it's going to be little old me. And I would definitely hope everyone else joins in on the fight. Because this is unacceptable. This is something that we don't want at our cons. And I will ride this high horse to the day I die to make sure that cons are a safe space. To make sure that cons are a place where furries can go to enjoy themselves, to be safe, then I have to deal with this. That's pretty much all I have to say on the subject. I want you to take and share this video around. Get on Twitter, take and go retweet this. Do whatever it takes. Because I want this to be at least the start of some sort of change. And that's one of the big reasons why I even have this channel in the first place. Sure, I want it to be a fun place where I can do things with my friends and make fun videos for you guys. But I also want it to be a place where I can be like, hey, this is something that's happening and we need to change it. Because there's a lot of change that needs to be happening in this fandom. And if it doesn't start anywhere else, I at least want it to start here. But I'm going to leave it there for right now. Take and go start looking into this more. Take and be more of an activist on this. Because we need more furs like that. We need more furs that can facilitate change in this fandom. Because it's a fandom, and I'm out. But with that said, this has been Spectre. See you in the next video.